only thing that you can do is be true to who you are. So off I go. Now, I only had 4 francs, so obviously I didn't have any money. And I had been eating what I would find along the side of the road. So raspberries, occasionally an apple, and mostly my favorite were wild strawberries. And I had no map, so I couldn't even really tell you where I was. I wish I knew, because it was a beautiful little place. But I go over this little hill, and I see this massive field of wild strawberries. And I'm like, awesome, because that was my favorite. So I parked my bike, I climb up on the hill, and I ate my fill of wild strawberries. And then I packed a bunch in plastic, and that was going to be my dinner. And I looked down the side of the mountain, and there was a white car parked there. And there were 2 people in there, a woman and a man. And I would say they were probably somewhere in their 60s. And I thought to myself, why in the world are they not up here participating in these fantastic wild strawberries? Because they're so good. So I had my fill. I did what was normal for me to do, and I picked a couple handfuls. Now look, I'd been camping now for almost 3 months, bathing in the streams mostly. I probably did not look I had 2 changes of clothing. So I probably didn't look very good. And I don't even know that I smelled very good, if you want me to be honest about it. But I went down to the passenger side, and there was a woman and a man in there. And she rolled down her window, and I said, would you like some wild strawberries? And she said, no, thank you, but would you like a cheese sandwich? And I thought, cha-ching, protein. So I said, well, yes, I would like a cheese sandwich. Thank you very much. And they had a picnic basket in the trunk of their car, and they gave me a cheese sandwich. And then she said to me, would you like a cool drink of water? Well, I had, a couple little plastic water bottles that I would fill up in the artesian wells as I would go through the little villages, and it would get warm. And I said, well, yes, I would like a cool drink of water. Thank you. And they gave me that. And then she said to me, would you like an apricot? And you never found apricots on the side of the road unless they were as a fruit stand, and I sure couldn't afford them. So I said, well, I would love an apricot, but why are you doing this? It's not necessary. That was a life-changing moment for me, because I was questioning why I was on this planet. I did not know my purpose. And she looked like she was looking into my soul. I'll never forget it. And she said to me, you wanted to share what you have with us. We want to share what we have with you. And that was my moment of clarity, because that's what we're all here for, is to share the gifts that we have been given. And I've been given a lot of gifts. And I am so grateful and appreciative, and I am here to be of service. That is my purpose. So yes, Jake, I think everybody needs to figure out what their purpose is. And, as hard as things may be, that's where you're forged in fire, and you find out why you're here. So I didn't consider myself brave then. I don't consider myself brave now, because I'm doing what I was put on this planet to do. What I always tried to do is bring value to the table with every single interaction. And imagine if everybody was actually trying to bring value to consciously saying, what value can I bring to this human being? What value can I bring? Imagine what the world would look like. Those guys out there that get to manipulate all of this stuff and lie and lie and lie, they couldn't get away with it. They couldn't get away with it. Integrity is everything to me. I do what I say. If I'm suggesting you do something, it's because that's what I'm doing for myself, or I'm not going to tell you. but most people tell you what you should do and they ain't doing it. So yeah, it's living a life with integrity. And even if you don't know what your value is at this moment in time, just be open. And the universe will tell you, I mean, maybe you have to be knocked down to the very bottom before you can open your eyes and see. And then maybe an angel comes in. And maybe you're that angel, Jake, for some people. Maybe I'm that angel for some people. I mean, they're all around us, just if you care and you bring value, then yeah, it's going to have an impact. And it's more important than gold and silver and everything else. But imagine what an incredible community and an incredible world this would be if all everybody ever did was bring value in every single interaction. Be amazing.